On the track for the 11th round, a series of qualifying races on the racetracks around the world. Winning is just the beginning of the Challenge Series, which provides millions in free entry fees and an automatic starting position to each challenge winner. And one of 14 races at the Players Cup World Championships to run this fall at there in the gates. And they're off. Sierra Leone was off the back of the pack. Mystic Dan breaks right in stride. And first position is on a mission today. To grab the lead, so it will be first position, leading the way with one from around Churchill Downs to go. Mindframe backs off and will stop in second.
That was a good fight right there.
The winner for this Mindframe, Repole stable and St. Elias stable, trained by Todd Pletcher. The lead jockey, Irad Ortiz Jr., Mindframe, bred in Maryland by Larry Johnson. Time for the race at 47.48 seconds.
Listen, I said it earlier, we were quietly confident coming in here. But we knew it was going to be a tough race. And I mean, that field right there was, sorry, my voice is gone, but a little bit. We had a lot of confidence at the end of the day. I mean, he's never given us a reason to not have confidence. To do what he's done in his career, he's never finished worse than second. I mean, just missed in a classic in his third lifetime start. Won a grade 1 from 7 furlongs to now 9 furlongs. I mean, there's not a lot of horses out there that can say that they've done what he's been able to do, and we had a lot of faith, and he gave it to us.
Well, like you said, grade 1s are on both 1 and 2 turns.
Yeah.
How impressive is that now as a racehorse, and how important is that as a future stallion?
He opens up so many doors for so many more things. He breeders. There's nothing you can take away from him. Physical pedigree. Now these races that he's put together in the culmination of his career. I mean, it's truly unbelievable. The rest of his career is laid up between Mike and Vinnie and Todd, obviously. But having a win in your end right here is pretty amazing.
So then we're thinking he's going to point for the class.
Yeah, he's so versatile. He can do whatever he wants. Whether it be the mile, the sprint, the classic. He's one of those horses. I mean, Todd said it, a little bit ago. He's a generational horse because he's been able to do what he's been able to do throughout his career. So you're not going to be able to pigeonhole him into one spot. He'll tell us where he wants to go.
How big is this? They just announced the Claiborne that he's going there, and then you win the grade 1.
No, but nobody in this place has any idea how big that was. And it's just a credit to Todd and his team, and Irad obviously, and yeah, there was. My neck was on the line there for a little while, but this makes it a lot sweeter.
There's a few nice ones in the pipeline, but Constitution has really emerged as kind of a prominent brand.
Absolutely, yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Tis the Law, son of Constitution. He's got the Independence Hall, stands over Windstar, that have been selling well as 2-year-olds. I don't know if he's had any runners yet, but, tis the law and what he was able to do, and then go on and you see what, he's doing as a stallion now. I mean, gives you a lot of confidence that, Constitution could be a, sire of sires. And like you said, he's, he's, that Tappet sire line. He's out of a Street Sense mare. He's drop dead gorgeous. Like, he's the whole package.
I just put the hands down. Like, I was having a Hall of Fame light hole. Then after half of my change lead, I put the hands down and he started going forward by his own. So I thought it was beautiful. Very smart horse. Then I feel the other horse outside of me. I showed the stick for the first time and he responded. He jumped right in beside Lewis. I showed the stick again. He put the head in front and I just go
he's a horse who wants to do it on his own. Yeah, he doesn't want too much.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice when they do that. He's a smart horse and definitely have ability. He have some skills.
What is it about him that makes him so versatile, being able to win at 7 furlongs, mile and 8, running so well at a mile and quarter last year?
I think 7-8 is not his best distance, but I think he's a nice horse, and nice horses do that. They overcome a lot of things. I think come from a layoff, maybe was too much asking to go mile and 16 or something like that, mile and 8. So maybe Todd decided to give him that race 7-8 and see where we at, and he ended up winning the race. I remember he told me on the paddock, just listen, I know 7-8, but if he gonna do it, right with confidence. That's all I do, and he get there. So from there, it was a prep like for this race maybe, and I like it because he broke chart, and he got that intention from the last race, and he put me right there, right on top of the leaders, and after that, I go with the flow.
Were you expecting Sierra Leone were you looking for him?
Not really, but he surprised me when he was right beside me at the 3 point. I said, "Oh my God, he's already here." I mean, he's a nice horse. He always close, so I have a lot of respect for him. Mystic Dan and First Mission, all of them. It's a tough race. But I was traveling so good at the 3 pole, so I just ride my horse and said, "Listen, if somebody get here earlier, I gotta go because I already commit myself." But I just try to ride my horse. I know he's a nice horse, so I just want to concentrate on my horse, and he did. He deserves a lot of credit. He's a nice horse.